MVP. And his rise to the top is the subject of this incredibly inspiring new documentary on Apple TV Plus. Stephen Curry, underrated. Take a look.
I remember looking around like, oh, I'm not as tall as him, not as strong as him. I was the undersized, scrawny kid that was just trying to figure out how to make it at whatever level I was playing. That was when I first really understood I'm different.
You are different. You are different, Steph Curry. First of all, I watched this documentary. It's incredible.
Thank you very much.
If you are up against some odds and you're wondering if can I do it no matter what your profession is, this documentary I think is the thing you need to see. So you describe yourself as a scrawny kid, a kid who people always looked at and dismissed. He's not going to be able to do it. Why do you think it is that you went from that kid to this man sitting here with all of these accolades? What's the magic sauce?
I mean, it's a combination of the support that I had around me, and part of this documentary is kind of highlighting all of the family, friends, coaches, teammates that kind of uplifted me in those kind of rough moments when I was coming up, because I was a late bloomer, the smallest kid on my team, and through it all, like, I just loved what I got to do. I loved the opportunity to prove myself right, more than like carry that chip on your shoulder that I got to prove everybody wrong. It's proving myself right, that I could make it with hard work, with undying faith in myself, and this kind of, to your point, it's not just a sports kind of story. It's something for life, and I think hopefully people enjoy it.
Well, you had two big cheerleaders in your life, your mom and your dad, both of whom are Hokies.
You got the connection.
In the doc, when you said there's your dad, who's by the way, a legendary basketball player at Virginia Tech. You wanted to go to Virginia Tech. You didn't get accepted, or you were looked. The coach said, "I don't think so."
The scholarship offer.
You wound up going to a college called Davidson College. You had your very first game there, and it was a big goose egg. Like nothing was working for you. I think the magic of you is you recover. Something goes wrong, and then you make it right. Tell me about that.
A little bit of perseverance, and the funniest part about my first college game, I didn't even remember the lowlights, I'll call them, and how bad it was. It was even worse than I remember. Just throwing the ball all over the place, looked like a baby giraffe out there on the court. And I'm sure Coach McKillop, our head coach at Davidson, was kind of second guessing, like, maybe
why did I pick this kid?
Offer was the wrong decision. But even in that moment, like, his confidence.
I'm recording for Connor.
Like I said, the perseverance and the mental fortitude to work through some of the rough patches early, and then again rely on the work that I put in. It paid off.
Something in the documentary struck me. It was when the head coach from Davidson was looking to recruit you, and he tried to reach out to you multiple times, and he couldn't get you, and he thought, Steph's going to go to another college. You told him that your mom took your phone away for 10 days. Why did she do that?
Not handling my business at home, the priorities of, we had a very disciplined kind of house and chores, and making sure, we understood, like, playing basketball was a privilege.
Well, she said that you had a curse word on your phone, even that you didn't even send, that someone you received, and your mom said, "Give me that phone."
Yeah,
that to me told the whole discipline story. Your mom wanted you, and your parents wanted you to graduate college. You went off to the big leagues, and you didn't get your degree, but it was really important that was also part of your journey.
No, for sure. My mom's a lifelong educator. Going to Davidson was a decision not just for basketball, but for the educational experience that it provides. And when I left, I made a promise to Coach McKillop and to my mom, like, I would definitely finish. And even when I got drafted, I took a couple classes in the summers and re-enrolled during the NBA lockout back in 2011. But it took me another 10 years to find the space to go back and
did it.
My sociology degree, and I got it done and got recognized last summer.
I love it how your kids are doing their homework, you're doing your homework, everyone's doing their homework together.
Maybe me and you might graduate at the same time, but thankfully I got it done though.
Well, you're like such a legend in the NBA. Your parents' love, your perseverance paid off. What was beautiful to us was we know how good you are at basketball, and this documentary is jaw-dropping. But also, you're incredible on the golf course. We got to roll the highlight for anyone who missed it. If you can get a hole-in-one like this, let me know. Let's roll it.
And it's obvious he can really play.
Well, it's just right at it if it gets there.
We kept saying on the the show, that's a basketball celebration.
It was perfect. It's a balance of golf and basketball. Like the athleticism, be able to run 150 yards down the hole and celebrate. One, I wanted to get up there as fast as possible to make sure it was real.
Yeah.
You don't ever expect to make a hole in one, especially in a golf tournament like that.
You were so, I mean, I was inspired by you before this documentary. After, I'm like totally blown away.
Thank you.
We know that you like, if anyone's going to watch a documentary, they should have a snack.
Absolutely.
We hear one of your favorite snacks is popcorn.
Oh.
Okay, well, Roker wanted to bring you
Oh,
some.
look at that.
Freshly popped.
Freshly
popped butter.
You don't even care.
This is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Right?
Hey, Steph, if you could just say what you want people to take from this documentary finally, because I was inspired. I wanted to go do something afterwards, but what do you hope people take away?
I think just the fact that being underrated is a badge of honor. Like it's an encouragement to run your own race. To be in a position where you are good enough, and if you have the right support system around you, you put the time and work into whatever your craft is, whatever makes you special, makes you different, makes you unique. Finding that is your superpower, and I want people to embrace that journey, because we all have something to offer the world, and I hope that you find it.
Your mom and dad are incredible. Your mama played college volleyball, your dad basketball, and they passed on all the beautiful traits to you.
Yes, ma'am.
People, go see this. This is like a crazy good documentary. It's called Stephen Curry, Underrated. It is streaming on Apple TV Plus on Friday. Perfect thing to watch with a family, especially your kids. Coming up next, acclaimed writer and director Christopher Nolan on the anticipation surrounding Oppenheimer and what it took to bring that story to the big screen. But first,